Today is Monday, May the 4th. And if you're curious, today is the 53rd day of social distancing in the Mount Auburn area. I've been thinking a lot about the trials that we've been facing recently. And certainly this disease, COVID-19, is the root cause of these trials. As of recording this, COVID-19 has killed more Americans than the Vietnam War. And locally, in Indiana, there are hundreds of new cases every day. However, beyond the disease itself, the precautions we are taking to slow the spread of this disease are their own kind of trial. Currently, we are practicing social distancing, and it creates a trial in our lives. If there's one thing, one word that would sum up what we are missing, I think that word would be community. The Christian faith is a community of faith. And so, throughout this week, I'm going to talk about different aspects of community. I want to start by talking about why community is so important. I've mentioned in my sermons before that there are many ways that the New Testament talks about the followers of Jesus Christ. We are called a city on a hill. We are called the salt of the earth and the light of the world. We're called the people of God. We're called God's sheep, God's servants, and God's family. We are called the sons of God and the bride of Christ. All of those, every single one of them, can be traced back to a passage in the Old Testament. There's only one way of talking about the followers of Christ that is unique to the New Testament. That is when we are called the body of Christ. When Saul, who we later know as the Apostle Paul, was first introduced to Christianity, he began to persecute the followers of Christ. And at one point he was traveling to the city of Damascus to arrest Christians there. And on the way, on the road to Damascus, Jesus Christ appeared to Saul in the flesh. And Jesus said to Saul, "Saul, Saul, why are you persecuting me?" Notice that Jesus did not say, "Why are you persecuting my followers?" He did not say, "Why are you persecuting my sheep?" He said, "Why are you persecuting me?" To be a follower of Jesus Christ is to be a part of the body of Christ. And a body does not do well if it's disconnected. If you cut off my pinky, my whole body will suffer, because that would hurt. But also the little pinky's not going to do very well. It would shrivel up and die. If a part of the body is disconnected, the whole body suffers, and that disconnected part dies. And right now, we as the parts of the body of Christ are a little disconnected. We have to be. This social distancing is saving lives. But it's also a struggle for us. And we should recognize that. We should not try to brush aside the difficulty that we face in this social distancing. We should face it head on, and we should bring that struggle to God. But we should also take heart, because this will not last forever. We are a little disconnected right now, but we will reconnect. We are still the body of Christ. No disease, no pandemic, no trial of this world can ever change that fact. May God be with you, and I'll see you tomorrow.